The job description of a medical science liaison, MSL, centers on facilitating scientific communication between pharmaceutical, biotechnology, or medical device companies and the broader medical community. MSLs serve as scientific experts who bridge the gap between a company's research and development efforts and healthcare professionals in the field. They are responsible for conveying accurate, unbiased medical information to physicians, researchers, and key opinion leaders, KOLs, while also gathering clinical insights that can influence the company's strategies. Medical science liaisons are not salespeople, rather, they play a non-promotional, education-based role. Their credibility is rooted in deep scientific knowledge, often at the doctoral level, and their ability to build trust-based relationships with the medical community. MSLs help ensure that healthcare professionals understand the clinical value of a company's products and research pipeline, and that the company remains informed about the evolving landscape of patient care and scientific innovation. At the core of the job description of a medical science liaison is a commitment to scientific integrity, effective communication, and collaborative engagement. MSLs are integral to the success of modern life sciences organizations, offering both internal and external stakeholders the insights needed to make informed, evidence-based decisions. Primary responsibilities of a medical science liaison. The primary responsibility of a medical science liaison is to provide in-depth scientific support to healthcare providers and to serve as a conduit of medical and clinical knowledge. MSLs begin by developing and maintaining relationships with KOLs, respected physicians, researchers, and decision-makers, who influence practice patterns and contribute to clinical research. MSLs engage in scientific exchange through meetings, presentations, and discussions, offering detailed insights into disease states, treatment options, and current research. These interactions help clarify the clinical value of a company's products or investigational therapies, especially in complex or niche therapeutic areas such as oncology, cardiology, neurology, or rare diseases. Another key task is supporting clinical trials. MSLs assist in identifying and engaging potential investigators, explaining protocols, and helping sites navigate regulatory and procedural issues. They often attend investigator meetings and serve as scientific resources throughout the lifecycle of the study. Medical science liaisons also gather field-based intelligence. Through discussions with clinicians and researchers, MSLs gain valuable insights into treatment trends, patient needs, competitor products, and emerging research. This feedback is reported internally to help shape clinical development plans, marketing strategies, and product positioning. In addition, MSLs support the development and delivery of medical education initiatives. They may contribute to advisory boards, provide input on medical affairs strategy, and help create educational materials or scientific slide decks. Some MSLs also represent their companies at medical conferences, symposiums, and workshops, where they interact with attendees, attend sessions, and summarize key takeaways for internal teams. MSLs ensure compliance with industry regulations and company policies. They avoid promotional activity and adhere strictly to ethical standards in their interactions with external experts. Documentation of their engagements and insights is also required for transparency and audit readiness. Midway through these core duties, it becomes evident that the job description of a medical science liaison demands a unique blend of scientific expertise, communication skills, and field-based collaboration, all aimed at improving patient care through better-informed clinical decisions. Essential skills and qualities for the role. Scientific expertise is the cornerstone of an MSL's effectiveness. Most MSLs hold advanced degrees such as PharmD, PhD, MD, or other clinical doctorates. Their deep understanding of pathophysiology, clinical trial design, and pharmacology allows them to engage credibly with healthcare professionals. Excellent communication skills are vital. MSLs must be able to present complex data clearly, answer in-depth clinical questions, and listen actively to uncover valuable insights. Both one-on-one and group interactions are common, and adaptability in communication style is essential. Relationship building is a critical skill. Establishing trust with KOLs takes time and consistency. MSLs must be empathetic, respectful, and sincere in their interactions, always prioritizing mutual learning and collaboration over promotional agendas. Analytical thinking is important, particularly when interpreting clinical studies, competitive data, or post-marketing results. MSLs must be comfortable discussing evidence quality, trial limitations, and implications for practice. Self-motivation and independence are required, as MSLs typically work remotely and travel extensively to meet with clinicians and attend events. Managing one's schedule, meeting targets, and staying organized without daily supervision is key. Technological proficiency is necessary for using CRM tools, virtual meeting platforms, data analysis software, and internal reporting systems. MSLs must also be capable of staying current with scientific literature and clinical guidelines using digital resources. Ethical judgment and compliance awareness ensure that MSLs conduct themselves with integrity, especially in gray areas where clinical discussion might appear promotional. Understanding the boundaries of their role is crucial for maintaining credibility. Work environment and challenges. MSLs work primarily in the field, spending much of their time meeting with clinicians at hospitals, academic centers, or conferences. They typically travel frequently, sometimes regionally, nationally, or internationally, depending on the geographic scope of their role. The schedule of an MSL can be unpredictable. Meetings with KOLs may occur early in the morning or late in the evening to accommodate physicians' availability. Time zone differences and last-minute scheduling changes are common, requiring flexibility and resilience. One of the biggest challenges is balancing internal and external expectations. MSLs must meet the strategic needs of their company while also respecting the independence and scientific priorities of KOLs. Navigating these dual responsibilities requires diplomacy and transparency. Another challenge is staying up to date with scientific advancements. Therapeutic landscapes evolve rapidly, and MSLs must continuously update their knowledge through journals, webinars, and scientific meetings to maintain their credibility. Despite these challenges, many MSLs find the work deeply fulfilling. The opportunity to contribute to cutting-edge medicine, engage with brilliant minds, and help translate science into better patient outcomes makes the role intellectually stimulating and professionally rewarding. Educational requirements and career path. The typical entry point for an MSL role is an advanced degree in life sciences, pharmacy, or medicine. A PharmD, PhD, or MD is often required, especially for specialized therapeutic areas. In some cases, experienced healthcare professionals with a master's degree in a clinical field may also be considered. Industry experience is highly valued, though not always required for entry-level MSL positions. Many MSLs begin their careers in academia, research, clinical practice, or medical writing before transitioning into medical affairs. Certifications, such as those offered by the Medical Science Liaison Society, MSLS, or other professional organizations, can enhance one's qualifications and demonstrate a commitment to best practices in the role. Career progression for MSLs includes senior MSL positions, medical affairs manager, medical advisor, or director-level roles overseeing teams and strategy. Some MSLs also transition into regulatory affairs, clinical development, or health economics and outcomes research, HEOR. Conclusion. The job description of a medical science liaison reflects a sophisticated and highly respected role at the intersection of science and healthcare. MSLs act as trusted scientific partners, ensuring that physicians and researchers have access to the latest evidence while also bringing valuable insights back to their companies. For those with strong scientific credentials, a passion for clinical dialogue, and a desire to impact patient outcomes, the MSL role offers an intellectually rich and purpose-driven career. As the healthcare industry continues to prioritize evidence-based engagement, medical science liaisons will remain essential contributors to innovation, collaboration, and scientific advancement.